Hello, everyone. Welcome to my Rebirth series. My name is Keju Moses, and I'm the founder of Maya's Legacy. And we are talking today with Olajide Osunniyi, who is an Oluwo and Ifá priest. So at the age of 29 years, was the youngest Oluwo in Nigeria, and also the Asiwaju of Oluyole Ibadan. He is from Oyan Osun State. He's an expert on Yoruba tradition. At the age of 31, he's highly sought after lecturer worldwide and a panel guest or contributors on the Ake Arts and Book Festival. He's the founder of Ile Oluwo TV and also Ile Oluwo idingbe Temple. Sorry, Oluwo. My Yoruba is not the best, but thank you so much for coming on to have this conversation with us. So we're talking about rebirth, and we're talking about the whole experience of being reborn. And I just wanted to look at this whole concept from the Yoruba spirituality, and I want you to shed a light about it and just give us a little bit about yourself as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Iya, for having me today. Like you introduced me in the first place, my name is Osunniyi Olajide. I'm an Oluwo and also an Ifá priest. I've been doing this for a very long time, since I could remember, So I'm from Oyan in Osun State. And recently, last year, I got to be the Gobani of Owu Kingdom again. So it just like every year, they keep coming to me for different things and stuff. So I'm very grateful for that, to be able to hold Yoruba spirituality and culture and traditions at a very young age. So we can do this thing forever, or whenever it is, So that is that. On the topics that you bring today, rebirth in Yoruba spirituality. What is rebirth in Yoruba? It's Atumbi. It is called Atumbi. So if they talk about rebirth in spirituality of Yoruba people, it's a very long traditions among Yoruba people. The Yoruba people understand that human beings, we are spiritual in nature. So if you see the word Yoruba people use for human being, Eniyan, you can understand from there. Like Eniyan means Enitiayan, the choosing one. So we are not just anything. We are not just like animal or something like the other people, like the Western people understand, like, okay, maybe according to Yoruba spirituality. So that is what I'm trying to talk about. So if you are talking about rebirth, Atumbi in Yoruba spirituality, what does that mean? It means to be reborn again. There are many processes where you can get reborn, maybe from birth. Your parents or yourself did not do the right thing, because human beings in Yoruba spirituality are very spiritual human beings. So every process of our life, from birth to when we die, it's full of spirituality. Their journey, so that you can attain the level that the higher consciousness wants us to be, the level of consciousness like God wants us to be, to become Orisha. And it's Orisha that the choose one, a special being. So for you to do that, you have to be reborn. So if everything is going wrong for someone, and then you go to meet a priest, and the priest will tell you, okay, you know what, you have been living this life, this other life that is different from the right life God wants you to live. Now you are going to get reborn on the right path. So you can now start manifesting the right thing for your life. So you can understand your journey in life. So according to Ifá, there are 3 ways to do that. Number 1 is through your Ipin, to understand your destiny, to understand your Ori. We believe that every human being have choose their destiny, have choose their way in heaven. You have chosen everything. The husband you want, the wife you want, the city you want to live in, the family you want to be, the work you want to do, the food you like to eat, the clothes that you like to be wearing, every details of your life. You have done that with your Ori in heaven. So if you get to this world and you are not in line with your Ori, then you have to be reborn again by doing Ibori, one. Secondly, by getting closer to your Egbe Orun. They are the only thing. Your Egbe Orun, these are the astral mates, because the society or the group that you belong to in this world will determine whether you are going to have a good life or not. So astral mates can actually be a blessing or a problem for someone that is not reborn yet. So when you want to go through this process of reborn, you have to get closer to the astral mates. And when that is according to your Ifa spirituality. The third part that you have to get to for you to be reborn, for you to understand your destiny and who you are, it's through Ifa. We believe that Ifa is the Eleri, the witness of faith, the witness of destiny. Ifa was there when you are making all these promises in heaven. I'll do this, I'll do that. Ifa was like the witness that Olodumare, the supreme being, called down, like, okay, you know what? You stay there and see what these people are doing. So whenever they need informations, or whenever they want the right thing for their life, whenever they want to go through this process of being reborn, then they need to call you as a witness, so you can tell them what to do. So every human being, in fact, according to Ifa, it is not only human beings that get reborn. We hear in Odu where rivers, trees, animals, fishes, they all get reborn at the process. There's this one Odu that I like that, Yogunda. So I was talking about the crocodile. When Olodumare was creating all these different animals and stuff, we have the one that lives in the forest, we have the one that lives at the river and stuff like that. So crocodile was meant to live in the water. So the fishes and all the other things that live in the river doesn't want crocodile to be there. So now crocodile now go through the process of being reborn. I went to Babalawos according to Obifa. What can I do to Olodumare that puts me into this water? I understand that this is where I could live my life. But these other people that we are living together is not making it possible. How can I attain the level of what Olodumare wants me to be? And the Babalawo said the same thing I'm saying to you now to crocodile. Like, you have to get closer to your Ori. And they do the right rituals of being reborn for crocodile. And that is when crocodile starts using his or her Ori to, win over all the enemies at the river. So now, whenever things go down in the river, when you see how crocodile walks, you see it majestically, because he has done the right process. So he's not worried about anything. When the Yoruba people will be like, Talowa dioludo tiyan or ni. It doesn't work like, it works like he owns everywhere. You look at that is how you are when you understand, when you get reborn, when you know your purpose, when you understand your existence, like, okay, this is who I am. So that lesson is making you understand that it's not just we human beings. There's thousands of stories about animals, about trees, about rivers, about mountains, about different things. So it's very important for we human beings to get reborn. It's very important. Without you getting reborn, you can never manifest the right thing for your life. You are just living. Until you do that, then you cannot be on the right path. So that is what.
So in Yoruba, so is it a process, obviously, that every individual has to go through, because some people are not born into having that understanding of the Yoruba spirituality. So is it so for instance, is it something that people have to go through? Is it a rite of passage, if you understand what I mean? Is it something that it brings you in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing here? And is it essential that individuals go through that? I just wanted you to expand on that.
Yeah, it's very important for individuals to go through that process. In olden days in Yoruba land, not everybody belongs to Ifa's religion and spirituality. Do you understand? We have the Babalawos and their families and stuff. We have the other spirituality too. And we have people that are just like chiefs, the market women, tap wine, people that works at the market and stuff like that. But every part of them go through that process. Even though they don't do the religion, even though they are not into, they go through the process from that. They have to, it's the way Olodumare makes us who we are. For you to be who you want to be, the real you, for you to now grow up and now you at 60 or 50, you have to now start going to therapy because you don't understand where you get it wrong. You need to get reborn. It's very important. Doesn't matter if, I'm doing this or that. Yeah, individually you have to do it, and you have to do it right. The Babalawos are the one in charge of that, because remember, Ifa is the Eleripin, was the witness of all that. He was one with the information on how to do it. So whenever you want to go through that process, you just go to Babalawo and said, okay, this is what I want, and it should be done for you, and that's all. It's just a way of it. It's just like you going to a doctor to get better.
And because I was looking at the whole concept of reborn in terms of, like you go through an experience, and it could be a traumatic experience, and that experience actually opens you up to actually, like I was talking about my whole experience of pregnancy loss and losing my daughter Maya, and I used as an example of a situation that actually opened my eyes to see, actually, you are here for an important purpose. And I felt like I was going around in a circle. But when I came to that point, I realized that actually there is more to this life than what I had thought there was. And that helped me to kind of go in a particular direction. And the question I want to ask you is, is the moment of rebirth and the moment of realization that, oh my goodness, I'm here for a bigger purpose, does it come through challenges in life? Does it come through that? Go on.
Yeah, sometimes it comes through challenges, and sometimes it comes through blessings. It depends on which side Olodumare wants you to understand. Sometimes when you go through like a painful situations, then you get that realize like, wow, so there's more to this world down there. And there are sometimes when you get this huge blessing that is the moment you feel you get to this spiritual realm when you have been seeking for like a child, or you have been seeking for this thing, and it's just happened in an unexpected way. There's something somewhere that makes this happen. It's not possible. There's some situations when you get something and you be like, you know what? There's something looking out for me. There's a higher power somewhere. There's higher being inside me. There's something that makes this happen. It's not just natural. So sometimes it could come from challenges, and sometimes it could come from blessings. Depends on which one it comes with.
Thank you very much. And I just wanted you to give some kind of words of wisdom to whoever is listening and thinking, they're stuck, maybe in a situation, and they're trying to kind of navigate their way through. What would you say to them?
First thing I always tell to people when they come to me is that, you see, the Yoruba people, they said, there's nothing in this world everything has happened before. You know, if you think like, oh, yeah, everything is going wrong with, yeah, it's going on for me. But there's always a way out for it, because that happened to someone before. There's always something that have happened to someone before. So you are not alone. The moment you understand that okay, this is what I'm going through is a phase, and get the right help, you know. Some people, they don't see people that tell them that. So they feel when you are in any problems of life and you don't understand that it's just a phrase, like there will always be a better day, you know, there's always a better thing somewhere. You just have to do the right thing, you know. So they get depressed, some people commit suicide, or, you know, things go wrong and stuff like that. I always tell people, get the right help. There is nothing in this world that is, you will always get it done. There's always something. For every sickness, there's a medicine for it. For every problem, there's a solution for it. That's how the world is. For every rain, there's sunshine. It's always like that. Life is binary. You know, life is full of binary systems. So, or try to see. It's not one way. So if you think like you have problems today, yes, you are going to have less in the other day. So that is what life is all about.
Thank you very much, Oluwo. Thank you. I appreciate you coming on and talking about this. And I'll upload the video and everybody can watch. And obviously, I know that you're very active on Twitter. So, you know, people will be able to kind of find you on there. Thank you.